Hey guys, I got a special treat for you this time. I'm actually here with some of the guys from Warmachine. They're going to show you some stuff about their game, talk about the game, and show off some of the models. So let me flip the camera around, and we will do some introductions. Hi, you are...
I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben, and... Brian, and... Aaron, okay. Well, who wants to be the spokesperson? Who wants to be the lucky person to get all the talking in? Or do you just want to do it as all free-for-all?
I'll figure this out.
Okay, go ahead and tell me a little bit about Warmachine and...
Sure. Warmachine is a miniatures game that
switch sides.
started around...
Yeah, you're fine. I've got light behind you is all.
Warmachine is a miniatures game. Started around,
April 2003, about 7 years ago now.
2003 or so, by Privateer Press, a company out of Bellevue, Washington. It is a skirmish-based miniatures game, but what we have here is a slightly larger scale battle.
Okay, so let me show these guys a little bit of what he's talking about when he says slightly larger scaled. When you consider that most skirmish games, you're talking 10 to 15 guys on a side, maybe 25. This is a little bit bigger.
Yeah, how many percent?
How many?
I don't remember the models, to be honest.
Yeah, so we are talking a little bit bigger here, but
right. By our count, we're somewhere around 5 times the size of a normal large game of Warmachine. Warmachine mostly centers on the actions of warcasters.
Okay.
Normal games you have 1, in this one we decided to bring 3. The warcasters control these large steam-powered automatons called warjacks.
Let's see if we can get a
good shot of Beastone on this one's a bit.
Okay, got him. We'll take a look at some of the other guys.
These guys are steered around and they've got arcanics in them, giving them roughly animal-like intelligence, but with a warjack behind them you can make them much more, or with a warcaster behind them you can make them much more accurate, much more powerful, much more deadly.
Okay.
Also, you can get them to do a whole lot of neat tricks. Throw other models, trample them, basically all sorts of dirty tricks.
So
It's got a real nasty axe you don't want to get hit by. You can just grab it, hold it to the side as you pummel them with your other fist.
So basically, they're big, steam-powered killing machines.
Oh, quite.
Yes, they are.
Quite.
Boy, do they like killing.
And we like killing machines, exactly.
There's also infantry, as you can clearly see.
Now let's see if we can...
Winter Guard,
Okay.
which are brave soldiers, kind of just recruited from various villages around the frosty northern realms of Khador.
Okay.
And
who are...
Might as well kind of explain the factions.
Okay.
Over here, the guys in red are
All right.
Khador, very Russian, imperial. You already mentioned the Winter Guard are their basic troop infantry unit.
Okay.
Lots of them cheap. They have a pretty good gun, and when you deck them out with the unit and weapon attachments, they're a very solid unit.
Okay.
There are the various warjacks. Over here is Vladimir
get a-
Tepesky, the Dark Champion, one of the warcasters.
Trying to find him on the lens, unfortunately. All right. This is always fun because I'm leaning over the table, so
sure.
we'll see how good of a shot we've got on him. I think that's him. Okay, we'll try it.
And there is Karchev the Terrible, one of the other warcasters.
Okay.
There's the other one.
And Sorsha is right there as well.
Ah, okay.
Sorsha.
So I see. All right.
Yes.
Okay, and in the case of this battle, because I can't ignore the other side. Who are the guys on the other side?
The other side are Crix.
Okay.
The undead servants of the Dragon Lord Turok.
Okay.
Their warcaster is that guy is Terminus.
Whoa.
One of the 12 Lich Lords, one of his primary servants, and very, very nasty guys, you can no doubt tell.
Yeah.
Over here is Gorshade the Bastard.
Okay.
Another one of them. He's one of Terminus's followers. Very sneaky, very conniving.
Okay.
And if you read the information over there, he's digging up and continuing his investigations and slaughtering these guys in the meantime.
All right.
And last over here is Scar, another follower of Terminus. She's the third warcaster on this side. Very nasty.
Oh, okay. So, in the case of the game, in the gameplay, what's kind of the normal procedure on how a turn would flow through?
Sure. Unlike 40K, where it's more of a everything moves, everything shoots, everything assaults, here it's going to be a lot. It's going to have the same sort of pattern of moving and doing things, but you're going to pick one thing. It moves, it does its action, and you pick something else. It moves, it does its action. You pick something else. It moves, it does its action. You finish resolving each thing before going on to the next. Okay. And because of that, you sometimes run into interesting situations. Say, for example, you really want to get a clear charge lane from this destroyer to this slayer.
Okay.
But there's a couple models in the way.
All right.
Well, you could activate first with these assault commandos and shoot those specific models to death.
Okay.
And then you would have a clear charge lane for your destroyer.
Okay.
There's a lot of that. A lot of it plays off of each other. What you do when and in what order is incredibly important in the game.
Okay.
The other important thing to note is the Warcaster. As you see, there's some glass beads by them. That is their focus. Okay. They use that to be more powerful in combat, to cast spells, to make warjacks better. But the interesting thing about this game is warjacks are like having your queen and king in the same model.
Okay.
And chess turns. You know, warcasters. You've got the offensive power of a queen. You know, it is by far your most powerful piece. But if you lose it, it's game over. It is a default win condition in Warmachine that if your last warcaster dies, it's game over. So at the same time, there's a lot of strategies that only work because if you kill your opponent's casters, it's all over. But if you fail by a point or two, which happens a bit more often than you might think, you may have left yourself very vulnerable for a counterattack. Okay. So there's a lot of risk involved in going for the assassination.
Okay. Well, we've got 3 minutes left that we can do this in, so is there anything else that you guys want to, because unfortunately I got a 10-minute limit. So sure. We've got 3 minutes left. Is there anything extra that you guys want to tell me about it? Any super special thing that this is why this is the game?
I would say Warmachine is the game that really draws me in because of the universe. The universe has actually been around since about 2000 or so. It started out as a role-playing game for all in the Iron Kingdoms, and it's expanded with Warmachine. And it's just a unique blend of fantasy and some steampunk aesthetics to create something they call full metal fantasy. And the art and presentation of the game are really.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the, this is.
It's a company that was founded by artists, and it's really focused in many ways on the feel and drawing you in and really getting you interested in the characters, the settings, and the way it looks.
Okay.
And so that's what I'd say. That's why Warmachine's a game for me.
Okay. Anybody else have anything else to add, or are we?
I mean, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah.
Simon, aha.
Hi. Yeah, I'm a staff writer in the community management.
Oh, okay. We've got a minute and a half left. Is there anything that you can say that says this is why this is the game?
We've created a rich and living world that is advancing storyline with compelling characters that I think the cast is big enough that anybody can find somebody they can identify with and enjoy playing in the Warmachine game. And we've got a really strong aesthetic. We've got awesome looking figures. The gameplay is bar none. We've got the best miniatures game.
Excellent. Well, I thank you guys. Thank you for doing the video with me and showing me a little bit about the game. All you guys take care, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to do one quick flyby on the board to kind of end the video, and we will call it done. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thank you.